Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you how to do one of our favorite Jamaican meals, oxtail and beans. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have my oxtail right here. This is about 2.5 pounds of oxtail, or if you guys buy your meat in the supermarket, it's about 2 packs. You can cook however amount of oxtail you need for your family. So let's move on to the rest of the ingredients. As you guys can see, I have my vinegar. Make sure to wash your oxtail properly, probably about 2 times with some vinegar. I'm gonna be using some oxtail, some Jamaican oxtail seasoning. As you can see right there, I have my salt, my Jamaican browning. You can use, if you don't have this particular brand, you can use whatever brand you have. I'm gonna be using a tomato, half of an onion. I'm gonna be using, of course, our favorite Scotch bonnet pepper, Jamaican Scotch bonnet pepper. I'm gonna use a couple cloves of garlic, and also, as you can see, I have two Escallion. Yeah, so those are all my ingredients I'll be using. Let's get on to the seasoning of the oxtail. Okay guys, so as you can see, I have all my ingredients cut up right now. So I'm gonna add all the ingredients to the oxtail right now. As you can see, I have my tomato, onion, Scotch bonnet pepper, scallion, and garlic. So I'm gonna add all of this to the oxtail. So yeah, so that's all of it. I'm gonna spread it out a little bit, so just like that. Now I'm gonna add some oxtail seasoning. I'm gonna add a generous amount, or you can add probably about 2 tablespoons, but I'm just going to use my hand to judge. That's enough for me. I'm going to add some Jamaican browning, probably about 3 cups full of about this, but I'm just going to use my hand to judge, since I'm all accustomed to. You don't want to put too much because you don't want your oxtail to be black. You just want to give it a brown color. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. So we're gonna go like that, just a generous amount, about that much. And then what we do is that you're gonna mix everything together. Remember to be careful with the browning, guys, because you don't want your meat to be too brown. You just want to get you too black. You want to give it a brown color. So you're going to mix it up. Going to mix it up to mix all the ingredients together. So that's how it looks after you have mixed all the ingredients together, guys. And then what I'm gonna do with this right now, you can, for instance, season it like an hour before you know you're gonna cook it. Or what I like to do, I'm gonna be doing this for Sunday dinner, so what I like to do is I like to let it marinate overnight, so all the seasoning and ingredients can just soak in and get that, you know, nice flavor. So I'm gonna let mine marinate in the fridge with the cover overnight, and then I'll come back to you guys when I'm ready to cook it. Please stay tuned. Okay guys, we are now ready to cook our oxtail. As you can see, I have separated the oxtail from the seasoning. We're gonna apply it to the pot right now. That's my handy but dandy Dutch pot on the fire, heating up with some vegetable oil. If you guys do have a pressure cooker, this is the best time to use the pressure cooker, because it'll speed up the process a lot more, since oxtail takes a while to cook. But I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Dutch pot. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna add the oxtail pieces to the oil. You're gonna kind of fry them on each side a little bit. It's called, in Jamaica, we typically like to call it kind of browning the oxtail a little bit. But you could also be, it's technically frying it as well. So you're just gonna add it at as much as you can fit in your pot. And as I said, guys, you're just gonna brown the oxtail a little bit on each side, probably like give it a minute or two on each side. You're gonna do that to all the oxtail, and then I'll come back to you guys when I'm ready for the next step. Okay guys, so after browning all your oxtail, you're ready to add some water to the pot right now. As you can see, I have all my oxtail and I also added my garlic, but all my seasonings are still separated because the oxtail takes a while to cook, so you have to you can't add the seasoning at the same time, because if not, your seasoning will technically become soggy. So right now I'm going to add a generous amount of water to cover the oxtail. You can estimate how much you need, but I'm just adding enough. This is probably about 2.5 cups of water, so I'm adding enough just to cover the oxtail fully. And then what we'll do right now, guys, we're gonna cover our Dutch pot, and then we're gonna let the oxtail boil till it's tender. It's probably gonna boil probably about an hour or hour and 20 minutes until it's tender. And then when it's tender, we'll come back and I'll show you how to add the rest of the ingredients. So as I said, guys, you cover your pot right now, you let it boil until the oxtail is tender. I'm guessing it should be tender in about an hour or hour and 20 minutes, depending on, everybody's stove is different, so it depends on how fast your stove works. But yeah, if you have a pressure cooker now, it will go a lot faster, guys. Probably like 35 minutes to 40 minutes your oxtail should be tender. So yeah, I just have my oxtail. As I said, guys, I picked up my garlic and I added some hot water. So now I'm just gonna cover my pot. So again, I'm gonna cover it like this, and then I'm gonna let it boil for an hour. Stay tuned, guys. Okay, it has been about an hour and a little bit, and now as you can see, my oxtail is nice and tender. So right now we're going to be adding the seasoning. Shake that out. Yeah, we're adding the seasoning. You mix that in a little bit, and then we're gonna and then after which we're gonna add the butter beans. So we have added the seasoning, and we're gonna let it stay for about 5 minutes or so, and then we're gonna come back and add the butter beans. There we have it, guys, our finished oxtail and beans. That's the finished product. So I'll dish out some so you guys can see it's in a plate. I'll be having it with some white rice and broccoli. So yeah, that's the final product, oxtail and beans.